Hey everybody, Tim here for Lower Decks, Season 2, Episode 4, Mugato, Gumato. I loved it. I was so over the moon for this episode. So many references, so many jokes. It made my entire day. From the opening scene where we see Rutherford and Boimler fighting with Mariner in the Ambujitsu, which is kind of a shout out to the Next Generation. It's where we see Riker fighting his father in the Icarus Factor. And like even that scene in the original, like the Next Generation, it's so over the top. And in this episode for Lower Decks, I was equally like, wow, what is happening? So the main premise is them going to Frylon 4 to see the Mugatos, which is an alien race that we originally saw in the original series back in the 60s. I think it was Private Little War, which I did reviews for that, so go back and watch that one. So it's so much fun to see them bringing. I mean, we saw salt vampires in the first season. We're seeing Mugatos in the second one. And even them being like, oh, you can pronounce it however you want. What do I care? I loved it. I thought it was absolutely great. A lot of the aspect in this is Boimler and Rutherford being friends, which is something that was touched upon in the last episode, where they were like, well, Boimler and Rutherford don't hang out. Tandy and Mariner don't hang out. Like, it's everybody has their own little cliques. And now we see, like, that's not 100% true. So to see them being friends was a lot of fun. And then just them playing board games. As somebody who is addicted to Monopoly, I have like over a dozen Monopolies. Like, I was like, ooh, I want a friend to just play board games with. It would be so much fun. We see the Ferengi again. It's so dumb, but it just, maybe it's because I'm drunk. But they brought up like the tractor factor. I was like, is that a thing? Like, they've never said that before. I was so excited. The Steve Irwin type character of like, oh no, I didn't write 4 books. I just read 4 books of the Mugato. And I was like, what? Like, I was so excited. I had so much fun. At some points, I do kind of forget, like, this is like an adult series. This is the writer for also Rick and Morty. And I was like, okay. Like, I forget that. And then the scene where the Mugato is like jacking his horn, I was like, this is a thing that's happening right now. This voyeur Mugato likes to watch. And I was like, okay, fine. You do you, boo-boo. We do see Kayshawn and Jet again. At least neither one of them really have speaking lines. But like I said, I'm kind of tired of Jet. And they shoehorned him in this episode as well. So I was like, whatever. They do bring up Section 31, supposedly getting its own show soon. So that'll be interesting. Overall, I really, really enjoyed the episode. I thought it was a fantastic time. I really had a lot of fun going through all of it. So I'm curious what other people think about all of the references, especially to the original series. That's what I think is interesting, is them bringing back all the far shout-outs. I mean, Voyager's cool, DS9's cool, The Next Generation's cool, but to go all the way back to the original series, I feel like almost limits their audience. Except for the nerds like me, who are like, oh, I get that. So I'm curious what other people think. Go ahead and let me know. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing, and I will see you guys next time.